One of the most dangerous misconceptions about dietary supplements is that they're being rigorously regulated, monitored for safety, effectiveness, and quality before they ever reach your kitchen shelf. The truth is far more troubling. In most countries, including the United States, supplements are not held to anything close to the same standard as pharmaceutical drugs. They can be sold freely without any prior proof of safety, purity, or clinical effectiveness. This regulatory gap leaves millions of consumers vulnerable to contamination, mislabeling, adulteration, and adverse health effects, often without any warning until the damage is already done. Unlike prescription medications, which must undergo extensive clinical trials and safety evaluations before approval, dietary supplements in countries like the US are governed by a far more lenient system. Under the 1994 Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, DSHEA, manufacturers are not required to prove their products are safe or effective before bringing them to market. This means that a supplement can be formulated, packaged, and sold to the public without any evidence that it works, or even that it won't cause harm. No pre-approval testing, no mandatory human trials, no centralized quality control. This hands-off approach has led to a booming $150+ billion global supplement industry that thrives on ambiguity and trust. Labels often make vague, legally slippery claims such as supports immunity or promotes heart health, without needing to back them up with real data. What's more, because supplements are classified as food products rather than drugs, they can skirt the kinds of scrutiny that would immediately flag a new medication for review. There is no real-time safety surveillance system. There are no batch-by-batch purity checks. And unless someone gets sick or dies, and it's clearly linked back to the supplement, there is often no accountability at all. The consequences of this regulatory vacuum are not theoretical. In recent years, numerous supplements have been found to be contaminated with heavy metals like lead, mercury, or arsenic. Others have been adulterated with undeclared pharmaceutical drugs, substances like steroids, stimulants, or erectile dysfunction medications, added without consumers' knowledge. Some weight loss and muscle-building products have caused liver failure, heart arrhythmias, or even death due to undeclared amphetamine analogs or synthetic compounds banned in most developed nations. These products were marketed as herbal or natural and sold over the counter, online, or in wellness stores. No prescription required, no doctor's guidance needed. Even when ingredients are accurately listed, potency is wildly inconsistent. One batch of a turmeric supplement might contain a tiny fraction of the stated active compound. Another might contain 10 times as much, posing risks for liver damage or blood thinning. This inconsistency isn't just a quality problem, it's a health hazard, especially for people with underlying conditions, those taking medications, or anyone unaware of how quickly a natural supplement can become pharmacologically active at high doses. The problem is further amplified by the slow and reactive nature of government oversight. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, does not evaluate the safety or efficacy of supplements before they are sold. Instead, it relies on post-market surveillance, which often depends on voluntary reporting of adverse effects by consumers or health professionals, a notoriously incomplete system. In practice, that means harmful products can remain on the market for months or even years before regulators take action. And by then, the damage may already be done. Internationally, the situation isn't much better. Many countries either follow similarly lax standards or lack the regulatory infrastructure to control the supplement industry at all. In developing countries, counterfeit and low-quality supplements are rampant, often manufactured with no oversight and shipped globally. Even in regions with tighter controls, such as the European Union or Australia, enforcement is uneven and hampered by the global nature of online sales. A supplement banned in one country can still be legally purchased over the internet from another, bypassing national safety laws entirely. This regulatory gray zone creates an illusion of safety, one that is reinforced by aggressive marketing, celebrity endorsements, and the booming wellness culture that equates natural with risk-free. People assume that if something is sold in a pharmacy, it must have been vetted. But in many cases, supplements occupy shelf space right next to prescription drugs without having undergone even 1% of the scrutiny. That illusion puts lives at risk. The lack of regulation also has a chilling effect on informed medical care. Doctors often don't know which supplements their patients are taking, and even when they do, there's limited data available about interactions or long-term effects. This leads to real-world consequences. Patients experiencing side effects without realizing the source, medications rendered less effective due to supplement interference, surgeries complicated by undisclosed herbal use, and conditions misdiagnosed because supplement toxicity mimics disease. To protect yourself and others, it's essential to treat supplements not as benign health boosters, but as biologically active substances that require respect, caution, and accountability. Always ask, who's making it? What's really in it? Has it been tested independently for contaminants? Is there peer-reviewed data supporting its use? And most importantly, do you truly need it, or are you being sold a promise? Until national and global regulatory systems catch up with the scale of the supplement industry, consumers must become their own watchdogs. Because when regulation is optional and profit is the priority, the burden of safety shifts entirely onto you. And that is a risk that no bottle of natural pills can ever truly justify.